The Treasury Department has been involved in many recent developments, coming out criticizing Ripple and their stablecoin in the horizon, as well as every single person working in the financial industry at the moment. They are incredibly bullish at the moment, observing this entire cryptocurrency space from the outside. And I will demonstrate precisely what I mean when I say that the financial elites know that this year will see the opening of the floodgates, resulting in $1 trillion inflow. Let's start by setting the scene with this clip, as they are warning you to go into it. I have compiled a list of some of the most important. What are their knowledge bases? Pay close attention. The world's largest asset issuers are releasing tokenized versions of their assets this year, which is significant. I believe that 2024 will see dramatic growth because many factors are aligning for the infrastructure and usability of the standards. Thousands of teams are simply building on top of these things. I am now, more hopeful about technology than I have ever been. We are optimistic about the advancement of technology as we believe it holds immense potential for positive ripple effects. We believe it will be really beneficial for XRP, a digital asset we utilize, so I'm very hopeful about that. In general, I just feel more upbeat than I've ever been concerning the advancement of technology and the user experience that we will witness, so when you mix that with the infrastructure, it will become the infrastructure that surrounds you. Our goal is all of that, and we believe there is a great deal of possibility. The legal clarity and the infrastructure have the potential to be enormously powerful. Indeed, it doesn't seem like a very huge prediction when you take a step back and remember that supply and demand govern this market just like they do any other. Additionally, I believe that people are becoming aware of cryptocurrency's significance as an asset. It's worth $2.50 trillion. It's basically just predicting that the dollar market would double by the end of the year. If anything, I think I may have underestimated the tens of trillions that we could see, especially considering that it is currently at 1.4 quadrillion. Even so, this only constitutes a small fraction of the vast market. ARX alone trades between 30 and 50 trillion for XRP alone. We will move to $50 trillion in 2 years. On Twitter, spiral replays of the session will be available. That the total addressable market becomes the total size of the electronic money market, which is what over $1 trillion, it's a really good thing, which is that if we want stablecoins to be something that your average household or corporation would hold onto their balance sheet and know how to account for it, or financial institution is going to use it as collateral or use it in a financial service, you need that legal and regulatory certainty, and once you have that, then these types of digital currency can truly go mainstream. If you don't have that, they may be more limited in the markets that they can serve, but once you do have that, total addressable market becomes the total size of the electronic money market, which is, over $100 trillion system that's happening, and by the middle of next year, in almost every major market we're going to have legal certainty on a well-run, compliant, regulated stable coins. That's going to be a very big deal. And the stablecoin, the reliable currency, however, I am confident that the market will experience significant expansion. It's a terrific narrative to tell, Brad, and I believe a US-based player who is comp first has a great role to play. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. It's pleasant to meet you. They anticipate a significant expansion. Crazy. Brad only gave a very big hint. Jeremy Lair, Brad Garlinghouse, and I are enthusiastic about what will occur in 2024. Have you listened to Jeremy Lair's thoughts? Regarding the entire addressable market size of $100 trillion, we haven't yet discussed the topics he brings up. We're not even discussing payments here. The size of the legitimate addressable market exceeds $1 quadrillion, but we'll save that discussion for another day. However, there's a reason we're at ground zero. That will dominate the financial sector, with FIs being the most optimistic. Brad Garlinghouse's statement, when discussing compliantly managed stable coins, was the key takeaway from that brief montage. First of all, how did we miss that? Come on. Hear that again, please. Indeed, the market is likely to expand, in my opinion. A US-based player that prioritizes compliance, in my opinion, has a fantastic job. It's a fantastic story to tell, Brad, and play. I really appreciate you being here. He is essentially on set, outlining their business and the stablecoin they will shortly be releasing. Please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below, but it gets better soon. We'll talk about the digital dollar project and play this video montage, which highlights all the events that have happened, including the introduction of stablecoins, the impending regulation of Ripple, and the close integration of Ripple with the IMF's BIS Innovation Hub and other high-level government organizations. Undoubtedly, many will overlook this, but those who fail to do so will reap significant rewards. Once again, our predictions proved accurate. Sending $100 with Bitcoin costs $144. See, we were correct once more. Recall that I've already discussed erratic fees. Banks would never use Ethereum, Bitcoin, or Solana. For example, consider this $5,800 transaction, which was essentially for $500 in network fees. Another person attempted to pay $100 but was unsuccessful. This occurred with a network cost of exactly $144. Bitcoin has numerous shortcomings, prompting the initial development of XRP to address these issues. As a result, you cannot scale Bitcoin if the general public is unaware of these shortcomings and is unaware of the underlying technology. We cannot scale Ethereum, and we cannot scale Solana. That is all there is to it. Let's move on to the digital dollar. It is declining. They have spent years working on this in silence. This is a project that both Chris John and Ripple are actively working on. Carlo, the leader of the digital dollar project, has been associated with Ripple XRP since its inception. What are the chances of collaborating? However, many of them have proven productive. We've been together for a long time, but we haven't made it public. It's known as the raw plank. Remember raw Platnik, guys? Perhaps this image is located here. Starring Christine Lard and Brad Garlinghouse, both Rob Patnick and Jesse Chang held positions at the Treasury Department. He was the previous CEO and director of the DTCC, an organization that oversees assets valued at over $2 quadrillion annually. Then there are those like Tom Znak. Take note of what Christopher Giancarlo has to say because it is crucial to you. Swift has been a part of the Swift team for 4 years. Although you've heard this before, we're positive that this is happening now, so listen up, folks. We have unambiguously stated that Ripple will have the necessary infrastructure in place, and everyone is on board. We're just watching it all play out. It's amazing to watch. The original subscribers, who have been watching since the channel's launch and have noticed all the correlations, faced heavy criticism in the comments section, with comments such as speculation and "you're just making stuff up that you want to hear." However, you know that this is happening, and the next big thing will be $100 XRP. Ignorance will once again lag, but they should pay attention to Chris John. Carlo, now that everything makes sense, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Your music should sound good to me, too. The selected ones are Ripple and XRP. Briefly, our recommendations. In my opinion, the solution is straightforward. An autonomous enterprise can now function as a quasi-government entity. Strict regulations and the government play a part in this, no doubt, but having worked in government, I am aware of how challenging it can be. Putting technical innovation into practice can be a challenging task. As a government agent, I was unable to construct a medical website and, after 3 attempts, turned to the commercial sector for assistance. This project is imperative to complete on schedule. The private sector must assist in its construction, ensuring that the existing financial ecosystem can access these standards and protocols. There will be a trust layer where many things are built, something that can be programmed for banks, payment providers, and other standard sets of protocols. Ripple aims to function as a payment rail, facilitating the transfer of money between the banking system and the future economy. We aim to enhance mutual understanding of the ability to connect the diverse economies of approximately 200 countries worldwide and guarantee the smooth operation of the payment system. You are aware of all the various company profiles. My intuition suggests that we won't know the winner for 3 to 5 years, but even then, the winnings will hold significant value, as trust protocols will underpin a growing portion of the world's infrastructure. Since trust is the foundation of every payment system, we must ensure that the payment architecture incorporates the necessary privacy safeguards. We must ensure that the payment architecture has the right to privacy in addition to a trust protocol. It won't be the winner, but protection will always be there, and in my opinion, they will be our cryptocurrency store of value. Undoubtedly, for some reasons, not the least of which is privacy. I was dubious about XRP's long-term viability because Ripple, the company, owns 60% of them now, but only 50% or so. I reasoned that this wasn't a viable proposition, only to have my assumptions proven completely wrong. Bravo, Brad Garlinghouse together with his group, Ripple. You now recognize an organization, you understand that the XRP army exists? They are concerned about their currency and ecosystem, you know. It does have a use case, but it serves essentially the same purpose as Bitcoin. It gives users another option for storing wealth.